So I'm gonna be honest with y'all real quick. The JML was one of the most important Marvel comps in order for me to become a Marvel fan. Now that's not to say that it's the best, I mean it's got its fair share of problems, but I think it's still one of my favorites. In fact, it was only the third custom comp server that I've ever joined. It also had the first team I ever managed, the Astral Athletes. And if it weren't for Joker's server, the Biscuit Brawl would not exist. So personally, it felt important to do a recap of this comp. Anyway, enough sucking up to Joker, let's cyberbully some glass balls. Or are they plastic? I'm not entirely sure. So PT also wanted to do this recap and already did 3 teams, so there is one of 2 options. Either we fight to the death, or we collab. And while I could easily 1v1 PT in a fight, we chose the collab option. So PT will be talking about some teams, so yeah, that's cool, I guess. Anyway, enough stalling. What do I look like, Vaporeon? Actually, don't answer that. You know what, let's just get started. So I decided to lump all 4 of the new teams together in this section. This seems weird until you realize that all of them were incredibly irrelevant. I wasn't expecting y'all to podium, but I figured you could at least get a top half finish. And no, the Golden Seal's 4th didn't count, considering it was 4th in the B League below the Ghost Riders. The new green teams weren't much better. The most impactful thing that these 3 teams did were the Toxic Reapers winning qualifiers, the Shamrockers not finishing in the bottom 4, and the Shell Shockers giving me a spot on my bingo. Thank you, Turtle, for sucking, and thank you, Tortoise, for not sucking. It's a shame none of you decided to pull a Viridian Valorant and decide to actually be good. Next season, we'll see if you guys can win gold to shock the competition, or if y'all are a bunch of shams. But no matter what, I'll always be a toxic piece of shit.
Wait, let me get this straight. Said he started the league in last and finished the league in first. Well, that is definitely something. Asteroid Impact was mainly carried on by Meteorite, because series apparently was not up to standards, I think. Well, what's good for them is that they're auto qualified for JML Season 5. Good for you.
I don't really know what to talk about for the Amber Albatrosses. You see, if I insult this team, Calcite's probably gonna send my ass to the Shadow Realm. Unfortunately, if you ignore the 2 medals in a row, this season was pretty paltry. However, those 2 medals near the end of the season did propel you up to 8th. Is all this really worth it if you're just gonna be a team that exists and crap yourself in qualifiers again? I don't think so. Anyway, have fun in the B League next season, because God knows you ain't qualifying.
Oh, would you look who it is? It's a decent team that choked their chances in the last event. Sakura Synergy started off trying to choose between being top tier in the standings or mid tier in the standings. If you watch Triathlon, you know what I chose. Finishing 7th is not as good as first, but not as bad as last. So yeah, good luck in the qualifiers, I guess.
The chocolate rollers are basically the chocolatiers, but you remove anything good about them. Their ability to qualify, gone. Their amazing performance on sand, there is no sand. Their amazing chance, what's a chance? You haven't been to the main league since season 1. You haven't been remotely good since season 2. The only thing you'd ever win is the most delicious team award, and even then I see some random watermelon team coming in and stealing that from you. This season itself was fine, forgettable some might say. You got a silver, a few decent placements, and overall an improvement from last season, and you're actually going to the qualifiers. Probably to come back to the B League, but hey, you're going to the qualifiers again. Still, this team ends up so defective that they can't even piss off Board.
And now, welcome to Shitland. The Porpoise Pouncers are really bad, with only a 5th place as a good result in the name this season. And yes, surprisingly, they did not finish last. Who would have guessed? They finished 2nd last though, so they're stuck in the B League. Good for them, at least they'll try and learn something from that.
Get a load of these guys. Y'all think you can just waltz into the same group as 2 former champions, a former bronze medalist, and the Royal Jesters, a really solid team, and suddenly qualify after getting 8th in the B League last season and barely avoiding relegation? That's honestly as funny as that typo Joker made that showed you in the top of the standings instead of the Coasting Corals. Wait, what do you mean that's not a typo? Are you saying they won the group of death? So they qualified. Big whoop. They probably crapped their pants in the main league. Although beads don't really wear pants. Looking at the standings, Joker is doing awful with these typos. Like, how the hell do you mix up the quartz roses and the pristine shiners? What do you mean that's also not a typo? Are you saying the pristine shiners missed out on auto qualification by 3 points? You're saying the Pristine Shiners missed out on auto-qualification by 3 points, aren't you? What the fuck? This proves that no matter how unlikely, any team is capable of change. So get good, Raindrops! What are you still doing there? Ahem. Speaking of the Raindrops...
And we're back to the shitty teams. This team was meant for the other teams to laugh at, because they're so shit at competing, they cannot even beat the chocolate rollers of all teams. Because it's the Raindrops we're talking about. Well, they are relegated, and that's all that matters. Now, can we please move on to a more relevant team?
The Ghost Riders on an overall podium. I never thought I'd see the day. Sure, it's only in the B League, but for the Ghost Riders, that's like winning the whole thing. The Ghost Riders came into this season with vengeance. They didn't want anyone to make fun of them this time around. And even though they didn't win, I think they successfully shut the haters up. Anyway, do I think they'll qualify this time around? Honestly, still no, but I do think they have a chance this time. Either way, I'm excited to see what they'll do next season.
Yeah, this team is good. They are not the Raindrops, but they are also not an Asteroid Impact. They did perform well, getting 4 medals in 5 events, but not well enough. Just like in the qualifiers, the missiles could not destroy the asteroids, and they stayed in the Impact shadow.
Out of 4 seasons, I believe that this is the worst position the Globetrotters have finished in. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of teams that would kill to get 11th place in the main league, cough cough, perky peppers. However, for the Globetrotters, after just coming off a 3rd place finish, this is incredibly disappointing. This proves that whoever says consistency is key can go fuck themselves because they're completely incorrect. You'll probably do fine in the qualifiers and make it to the A-League again, but who knows what you'll do now. As one of the few good blue teams remaining, you gotta stay alive for the love of all blue lovers.
Who is this team? I seriously did not know this team existed until now. Well, I guess they did mid, I guess. 9th is better than Quartz Roses. But we're still not in Quartz Roses territory. So yeah. For this.
Hey guys, look, it's Team Butt. Laugh. In all seriousness, that was a relatively respectable season. At what point you even had the lead? You were going to auto-qualify. But then the mighty Minerals came in. I don't know what's more impressive, your overall podium in the B League, or the fact that by failing to qualify, you made the Pink Wisps absolutely despised by the public. Actually, scratch that, the Pink Wisp hate was much more impressive.
Do you like consistency? If you do, then do not, in any circumstance, cheer for the Earthquakers, because they're so inconsistent. They can go from a top tier team to shit in around half a season, because their inconsistency is on another level. You even choked your Season 3 B League title in the final event. That season was a few months ago. So yeah.
Hey, remember when the Jesters were leading after getting 4 medals in a row? Yeah, me neither. You know your qualifiers went awfully when even with a gold you finish in last place. Just like in Season 3, you started well in the B League, and then you fell off to 11th? How'd you get to 11th? Okay, sure, I said fuck consistency a while back, but having some consistency is still better than this. But telling the Royal Jesters to be consistent is like telling me to be good at chess. It's not gonna happen. So congratulations, you had a worse season than the Chocolate Rollers and the Amber Albatrosses. I would be sad if I remotely cared.
Oh yes, the Viridian Valorants. They're a good team, I guess. Both their members made top 10 in the MVP list. Because fun is getting ruined bit by bit. The triathlon saved you a bit. But 5th is the best you could have possibly done. So yeah, good job!
Aight, Razzle, you're absolutely dominating the tower duel. There is no way you could possibly lose this. You're practically guaranteed a top 4 finish. Just don't screw up here and... Razzle, you buffoon. You absolute moron. You complete and utter fool. You absolute dumb fuck. What the actual hell is wrong with you? You have less brain cells than an oyster. I don't even know how many brain cells an oyster has, but I know it's more than you, because I'm pretty sure oysters have more than -7. I can do math, apparently.
I don't know. Your existence is making me lose brain cells. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? You waste of space. That was the only remarkable thing the Neon Lights did this season. Well, aside from the time they did it again.
I did not know this team existed until checking the B-League leaderboard. So yeah, they exist, I guess. You actually did decent in the B-League, but decent is not enough. Your two fans might as well support the next team coming along, because this team, like many others, is irrelevant.
So you qualified via tiebreaker. Again. After all of these seasons, all of the teams you forced to suffer in the B League, is it really worth it? What have you done with these opportunities? These opportunities to actually do something. What have you done? The answer is nothing. You've done nothing. Your existence is more worthless than a Zimbabwean dollar. This is exactly why everyone hates you. This is why you have few fans. I don't even hate you that much anymore. I think you're kind of funny. But honestly, no one likes you except Matt because, Matt owns you. You stole Spirit from the Ghost Riders. They performed surprisingly not shitty. And you finished somewhere in the bottom half. I don't remember, and I don't care to look it up. Now, can you please be more like the Midnight Wisps? Either with the ones that win a season, or that fail to qualify.
We lost this, boys, and you know it. The Bucky Peppers ended Season 3's B-League in 2nd place, and now they finished 7th in the B-League. If they continue going like this, they might as well not continue going. Now, can we please leave the teams that are shit and or irrelevant?
Okay, this is the best team. No, I am not biased. Y'all are just wrong. I mean, we started off the season with 8 top half finishes in a row. Sure, our second half was kind of mediocre, fuck the Citron Sprinters. However, we still finished on the overall podium, which I believe is our 3rd podium in 3 seasons. So, 100% podium rate. Let's go! We'll be watching you losers get heart attacks in the qualifiers again. And in case you're wondering, no, this name is not changing again. Sorry, Mid, except I'm not.
I think this team are trying to impersonate another Citric team and failing miserably at doing so. The Gliders started the season badly with a hat trick of last places, literally 3 last places in a row, and finished the season slightly less badly because it's the Gliders. What are you expecting?
If I had a single fraction of an emotion towards this team, I'd probably actually talk about them. But instead, I'm going to be playing Pokemon Showdown. So hello, I'm going to be playing Pokemon Showdown Monotype, my Ice-type team. I know it's very cool. Pun not intended. So yeah, we're just going to be playing a bit of Pokemon Showdown. That's a Fighting-type team. Fuck. Well, we can still work with this. You know what? Yeah, we can still work with this. Like, what is this good thing gonna do? What this dumb Urshifu thing gonna do? Oh. Gonna U-turn. Not sure how I feel about that. These things probably don't run Brick Breaks, so we can probably get an easy... Yeah, let's switch into Snom Nom. Snom Nom's very cool. Haha, fool! We get a Quiver Dance. Please don't poison, or... Fucking hell! The fuck? What the... Oh, it's Swords Dancing on me now. Like a bitch. That's a naughty word, I'm sorry. I've been saying naughty words the entire time, why do I care? Come on, Snom Nom, wake up! Let's go, Snom Nom! We are not outspeeding this thing. We may or may not be fucked. Okay, we don't live those. But we do have other plans. Like Shelly. Shelly over here. Who... Fucking hell! What the hell do you mean? What the hell? I blame the wolves for this. I feel like I have to mention them eventually, but yeah, fuck the wolves. It's all their fault. Oh, wait, we could be cooking. Could be cooking here. Psychic Fangs. I mean, this thing isn't... This thing's fucking scarfed. It's fucking scarfed! Barack, please. Barack Obama, I swear to God. Well, on the bright side, at least they can... Oh my god. We're gonna get slapped by a fucking Sneasler. Oh my god, this is actually Yo, wait, Slush Rush. I forgot about Slush Rush. Hold up. We have a chance. Oh my god, it outspeeds with Scarf. Fucking Char's user. What the hell are you gonna do? Fucking Glaive Rush and die. Well, that's the game. That's what you're getting. Fuck you, Winterwolves. This is all your fault. You suck.
They are not as magmatic as you might think, because they managed to just, and only just, avoid staying stuck in the B League. They probably will not go to the main league next season, but they're still going to the qualifiers. So, yeah, consider that as a big achievement, Magmatic Maniacs fans, if you even exist.
Alright, the Mars Marauders finally decide to be good again. Wow, a team Dolphin actually decides to be good. When was the last time that happened? Congratulations on finishing on the overall podium and destroying your 24 event Metal Drought. Jeez, that's a long time. I may not be a fan, but you have my utmost respect. Even if I still prefer the regular Marauders because I like blue. Anyway, we still have one more auto-qualified team to go to, and honestly, I can't believe they made it this far.
You rocked this competition, Mighty Minerals. The Minerals used some sharp rocks because they tore apart the competition. Winning the B League gives you a direct spot in the main league next season. So yeah, congratulations! Best of luck to this team. Same cannot be said about this next team though.
Oh boy, the Quartz Roses. Remember, former champions. Last place, right under the Pink Wisp and Clementon Colliders. Former champions, everybody. An individual member who only scored 6 points in 4 events. Former champions, everyone. I hate to keep drilling this to your head, except I don't. This needs to be restated over and over again, because some of y'all don't get it, I think. I don't know, I could just be stupid. Anyway, these guys suck.
Yes, they are a team of all time, and you cannot argue with that. You managed to get a taste of the top half of the standings by finishing 2 points above Team Green, because who the fuck cares about them? Good job, but also good luck in the qualifiers. You are going to need it.
You know, I'd have an entire ass rant for the Coasting Corals about how they were former champions and how they fell off super hard. Like, how do you get last and do worse than the Porpoise Pouncers, the Raindrops, and the Winter Wolves? But it's past my bedtime, and honestly, I don't care. I need to get to sleep soon, so my mind stays well awake during history class. And honestly, I think history is a lot more important than the Coasting fucking Corals. These guys suck, that's all you need to know. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but like, I gotta go to bed. My mom will be mad. And that was a recap of JML Season 4. Overall, what an amazing season. I would love to thank PT for helping me out for this, but we'll see you next time. But until then, this is Rip Biscuit, signing off.